Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Is It Worth It, the series where I share my review and my opinion for different video games that I have experienced. Today's game is CupHead, a game that tests my patience. CupHead was originally released in 2017 for PC and Xbox. 2 years later, in 2019, the game was released for Nintendo Switch, and a year further, in 2020, it was released for the PlayStation. The game was developed by studio MDHR Entertainment and was published by themselves. This review is about the PlayStation version. CupHead is a unique game as upon its release it blew expectations as to how good looking it was and how hard it felt. The game also exposed the fact that some game journalists are not as trustworthy as the company they work for make them out to be. In early reviews, the journalist rose the game as he spent 20 plus minutes on the tutorial level. On to the game review. The story of the game is simple to follow and I quite like it. CupHead and his brother Magman live under the guidance of the elder Kettle. Against his advice to not approach the casino, the two brothers go there anyway. They seem to be on a winning streak and that gets the devil's attention, who approaches them and offers them to raise the stakes. If they win the next roll, they get all the money in the casino, but if they lose, their souls belong to the devil. The brothers take the bet and lose, which leads them to beg the devil to spare them. The devil then offers them a new deal. There were other creatures who deal with the devil. If they do so, then they shall keep their souls. The brothers rush to the elder Kettle. They inform him about the events, and they were given a potion that allows them to attack by firing fire blasts. Then the gameplay begins. The players are placed in the Inkle Isles, and they can control Utopters are separated in 3 categories: run and gun. Boss battles, the players are tasked to experience a 2D level, where they have to go from the one part of the map to the other while being targeted by enemies, and platforming challenges. At the end of each level, there's always a mini-boss who is trying to prevent them from reaching their goal. The main profit of these levels are the coins that can be used in the store. There's 19 boss levels, 17 of them being the debtors, one of them being King Dice, the devil's right hand man, and of course the devil. Out of the 17 debtor fights, 5 of them are plane battles. In plane battles, you fly in the sky and you shoot the main boss. The boss at the same time attacks back with different types of attacks and also use their minions. Debtors and in general boss levels have plenty of phases. 3 phases the least. The more damage they receive, the faster they change. However, this mechanism can be easily abused to skip a phase that you may not be of your liking. The gameplay of CupHead is simple. As I mentioned, you control CupHead, who normally has keypad. You jump by pressing X and crouch by holding down. Triangle is used for dodge and L1 is used to swap in between weapons. The player can have up to 2 different bullets. Down in the left corner and above the life points, there are cards that are filled as long as you cause damage. When the card is filled, it turns and reveals it's an ace. That ace, by pressing circle, will release a more powerful blast of your equipped weapon. You can choose to hold them, and when more than one is filled, you can just spam the circle to release 2 times or 3 times or 4 times the blast. However, the maximum amount of cards that you can have is 5. Unlike before, when all 5 are collected, instead of pressing circle multiple times, when you press it, they will trigger the ultimate attack. The last tool on the Cup's pocket is parry. Everything painted bright pink can be parried by pressing X on them at the perfect time. Parry will always give an extra card as a reward. In co-op, you can parry the flying ghost of the fallen teammate before it flies away, so you can respawn them. The shop is the last place left. The Cups can spend their coins for other abilities. These items are different shooting abilities. Some have auto-aim, some are slow but more powerful, some can be charged, others are stronger on close range, and others covers most of the screen. Other items are charms. These are a different type of dodge, 1 or 2 extra hearts with the cost of power reduction, invincible dodge, 2 charms are in regards of parry, and the last one is about the speed of the special ability's filling rate. The ultimate skills can be acquired by doing a party challenge. There are 3 museums located on the map where you have to go and do a party challenge and protect a vase, and upon succession they'll give you a different special ability. A high wave, which is my personal favorite, and a ghost to deal damage to the enemy. The specials can be acquired within the map, that upon entering you have to do a party challenge, and upon succession the ghost kettle will reward you with the reward. Overall, CupHead is a unique and very challenging game. The unique art style of the game is fascinating and a love letter to all the early 1930s cartoons, such as Mickey Mouse, Tom and Jerry, Popeye the Sailor, Woody Woodpecker, and many others. The music is also referencing that era. It really takes the whole retro style to another level. You see it, thinking it's a nice and colorful game, and then you learn the pain of trial and error alongside some bad RNG. Honestly, some bosses are entirely up to luck on what the abilities they'll use and when they'll do it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comments below if you played CupHead or if you're willing to give it a try. While you're in the comments, tell me which boss you hate the most and which one you like their design the most. As always, if you enjoyed these reviews, check on the playlist containing other games that you might be interested in. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next one. See ya!